Alright. Continue. Put this down. I want to see if I can get the... nah, never mind. I was gonna try and make it to where I could shout, "Objection! Take that!" or whatever it is you have to say. But I don't think I want to. Alright, yeah, I guess it is continue. So how are you guys doing? Oh, time is 1 a.m. Beep. Beep, beep. Beep. Ooh. Detective! We made it! Phew, what a relief. Glad the jewel is still safe. Who is it? Ho ho, you said it, pal. It must have been our rock-solid security that scared him off. Would you mind opening the safe just to double check? Double check. Did you guys memorize those numbers? Ah, we've been had! Oh, I love this one. Mask to mask. Salutations. Out front, guards, turn on the searchlights. Better luck next time, gentlemen. Ah ha 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 ha. Excuse me, but I'm afraid I must be leaving now. We shall meet again when the next moon is full. Ah ha 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 ha. Ah ha 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 ha. October 11th, 3:24 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Hey, Nick! Get a load of this! Hey, are you listening to me? You can clean the toilet later. This is important. Whatever, cleaning toilets is important too. What are you freaking out about now? Hee hee. Today will be the last time you talk to me that way. Huh? We're about to hit the big time! Big time? What do you mean by we? Don't you mean you and me? Oh, you don't mean you and me are. Don't be silly. I'm talking about me and... Pearly, of course! Hello! It's a pleasure to see you again, Mr. Nick. Pearls, you haven't changed a bit. Wait, what are you doing here anyway? Hee hee! Haven't you heard, Mr. Nick? Here, take a look at this! What's this? Some kind of poster? Kurain Village. Isn't that... That's right! It's our hometown. Pearly and mine, that is. What's this about treasures from the boonies? Haha, very funny. You can laugh all you want. But you'll be singing another tune tonight. Tonight? What about tonight? The Treasures of Kurain exhibit doesn't actually start until next week, but the promoter sent us some special VIP entry passes. That's why I dressed up extra special today. What do you think, Nick? What's different? Same Maya, different day. This young lady here is Maya Fey, the younger sister of Mia Fey, my friend and mentor. I first met her 2 years ago. I was working on the case surrounding Mia's death, and ever since then, I've been the one who's been keeping this law office afloat from behind the scenes. Actually, that's just a cover for her true identity. In reality, she's a spirit medium, and a bit of a shady character. Who are you calling shady? You were gonna break me out of prison. And this little girl is Pearl Fey, but I usually call her Pearls. She's Maya's cousin and spirit medium in training herself. I know I'm a bit young, but I want to help in any way I can, Mr. Nick. Kurain Village is the home of the mysterious Kurain channeling technique. And Maya here is the daughter of the Kurain School of Channeling's master. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's no joke. I've seen her power with my own eyes. It's the real thing, alright. Earth to Nick, how long are you going to make two gorgeous women wait? Women like us wait. Yes, Mr. Nick. I can't wait any longer. I want to see the exhibit. Looks like I don't get a choice here. Might as well head on out. Treasure exhibit poster added to the courtyard. October 11th, 7:18 p.m. Lordly Taylor Main Exhibit Hall. Can I look at this stuff? I am. Eam. Lordly Taylor, the city's fanciest and most expensive department store. Actually, is there a... Can I see profiles? Oh, I can. Phoenix Wright. Treasure exhibit, huh? I have to admit I'm pretty pressed. I can't talk today. Wow, this is awesome! Yeah, you can make even the cheapest junk look great. It all depends on how you display it. Oh, they even have the dusty old hanging scroll that was in the Fay Manor storeroom. Oh yeah, I remember scribbling on it when I was a little girl. On a family heirloom? Say, Nick, the person in charge of this exhibition is waiting for us in the basement warehouse. Alright, I guess we should go and say hello. Let's look at everything. I think I remember this old folding screen here. I'm pretty sure it was an important piece of evidence in that murder case that happened in Kurain Village. This folding screen is the greatest of all the spirit channeling secrets. The six-leaf Kurain Sacred Writings folding screen. If it's so great, why is it the most prominent thing in the exhibit? Or why isn't it? Or why is it? I don't know. They're just a bunch of old urns. Are these really treasures too? Of course they are! This is a treasure exhibit, isn't it? Well, yeah, I guess so. So all it takes to be a treasure is age? No wonder nobody likes museums. Oh, Mystic Maya, look! I can't believe it! Oh, it's so cute! It's a little diorama of Kurain Village. Yeah, look at that. But somehow it seems to reek of dreariness. Oh, Mystic Maya, it's your house! It even says Fay Manor on it. Yikes, you're right! I kinda want to add the famous in front of it. Don't do it, Maya. They might get mad. A piece of cloth with a ton of finely written characters jammed onto it. Probably esoteric knowledge only mediums would know. Let's see. Here's the title in English. 108 Ways to Save Money. I'm pretty sure the number has gone up since the last time I saw it. Well, we're always looking for new ways, you know. Being a medium sounds like a rough way of life. I don't remember what the number was. I would have to go back and watch my own video. What's with this big cushion? It's just lying around with nothing on it. Well, it must be for the greatest treasure of all. Greatest treasure? Is there something like that? Huh? Why, of course there is. Right, Pearly? Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I'll bet it would really take your breath away. Oh, okay. I think that's it. Let's move. Basement. Brr. October 11th, Lordly Taylor Basement Warehouse. Yep, this is a basement warehouse, alright. This place is scary. I feel like a monster could jump out at any time. Don't be scared, Pearly. I'll protect you. Oh, Mr. Wright. Eek! A monster! You were right! Huh? A monster? Oh, it's this chick. Good evening. It's good to see you again. You? I know you. Ms. Andrews or something like that? Adrian Andrews, that's her name. Haha, nice to see you again too, little miss. Ah, hello. Is she a friend of yours, Nick? And how do you know her, Pearly? Oh, that's right, she was kidnapped the whole time. She doesn't know Adrian Andrews. Nice to meet you. I'm Adrian Andrews. I'm in charge of the promotion and planning for this treasure exhibit. I'm also responsible for the security arrangements. Oh, nice to meet you. Adrian sure has changed since last we met. Well, she's wearing black instead of blue, I guess. So this is the warehouse. The really valuable exhibit items are still stored away in here. Let's talk to her, I guess. It really has been a long time, hasn't it, Mr. Wright? Nick, what's going on? Who is this woman? Why are you spazzing out on me? What? I just thought it'd be more dramatic if I got all worked up like that. That's all. Missing Maya, you shouldn't let him off the hook so easily. Please, Maya, don't say anything that'll needle Pearls further. Mr. Wright, was there, Mr. Wright was there for me when I really needed help. It was something that happened 7 months ago. You remember, don't you? The nickel samurai case? Not really. I was stuck in a dark wine cellar. Did that escape your memory, Nick? After that, I quit being a manager and started this job. Wow, that's tough. I'm sorry, Ms. Andrews. If it wasn't for us... No, don't say that. I'm glad the whole thing happened. Thanks to you and everyone else that was involved, I was able to change my whole life. I really am grateful. Phew, that's a relief. So I guess she's not, like, a leech anymore? I'm really impressed, Ms. Andrews. Handling a huge exhibition like this must be very tiring. Well, Lordly Taylor is celebrating their 200th anniversary this year. The works on display in the main exhibition hall are worthy of the finest museums. Woohoo! Did you hear that, Pearly? The finest museums. Yes, I did! That's really wonderful! So this basement warehouse is pretty well protected, huh? Of course it is. After all, there are some priceless treasures here. The security guards are all highly trained as well. That sounds good. So what is with that face she's making? Let's look. It looks like a part of a big signboard. All I can read on it is the burr. Aha! I've got it! Maybe it's supposed to say hamburger. Why would anyone write hamburger that big? Like, maybe for the World Hamburger Festival or something. I kinda doubt it. Aha! I've got it! Maybe it said spaghetti. What? Why are you talking about food? Oh wait, that's normal for you. Anyway, it says burr. There's no way it could be spaghetti. Well, maybe it was a typo. It might have said Spaghetti Festival. What do you think? Okay to me. Besides, spaghetti is the only thing more tangled than your reasoning. Okay. It's a security camera. It's trained on the warehouse door. It's set up to take a picture of anyone that enters or exits the door. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, they say. Okay. Sure. Anything else to look at? That old CRT monitor? This computer, it looks like it's hooked up to the security camera above. And that means what? The camera is set up to take a photo of anyone that goes in or out of the storeroom. Then the data from the camera gets uploaded to the computer here. That's what? I see. That's some pretty high-tech stuff. The ladder! It's a step ladder. Look! A ladder! That's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right. Sorry. Why do I feel like we've had this exact same conversation before somewhere? They have it in every game. Mr. Nick, what's that big door over there? It looks like it's the door to the actual storeroom. I can see lots of big boxes and stuff back there. Really? Let's go in! I want to take a look! Oh, I'm sorry. Unauthorized personnel aren't allowed in there. Did you hear that, Nick? We're unauthorized personnel. Why are you telling me that? Ooh. Mystic Maya, take a look next to the door. That's Mystic Amy, right? Yes, that's the statue of the woman who invented the Kurain channeling technique, Amy Faye. The statue is on loan from one of the training halls of the Faye branch family. In fact, it just arrived this morning. Cool. What's that creepy looking thing she's holding? It's a dildo. Don't ask me, how should I know? Well, you are the future master, right? Maybe so, but this is the first time I've ever seen this statue. That thing is the Kurain, Shichishito. Shichishito. It's a ceremonial sword. I hope I don't have to say that ever again. It's not a real weapon, so the blade isn't sharp. Aw, phooey. I wanted to cut something. Why are you eyeing me for? What are you eyeing me for? Oh look, it's already 8. Have you all eaten yet? Well, actually, I've already made a reservation at the restaurant on the 12th floor. Why don't we all dine together? Ooh, I like the sound of that. Dine. It sounds so fancy. I'll have the kids' lunch. Haha, Pearly, it's dinner, not lunch. Why don't you go for it? And really eat your fill with the kids' dinner. Okay, in that case, one kid's dinner for me. Haha, shall we head upstairs then? No, I'm not done. After that pleasant evening, all that remained was to wait for the exhibition's opening. It was wonderful seeing Ms. Andrews look so happy. None of us could have imagined that the very next day something terrible would happen. Was it really that hard to imagine, Phoenix? October 12th, 10:09 a.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Nick! This is terrible! What the? You're cleaning the toilet again? Well, if you'd stop eating hamburgers and doo-doo blasting all over the toilet, we wouldn't have to clean it so much. I never knew you were such a toilet freak. Give me a break, would you? My brain just hit the snooze button for the 5th time. I'm going to turn on the TV. We've got an update on the recent treasure heist. Based on clues found at the scene of the crime, authorities have announced that they believe it was work of the renowned phantom thief, Mask de Mask. Phantom thief? That's like Persona 5. Mask! The Mask? According to a spokesperson, Lordly Taylor received a threat letter some days ago. This is the 5th heist by this phantom thief who only targets rare treasures. Lordly Taylor? Well, Nick, what are you going to do? Don't you dare go back to scrubbing the toilet. Treasure? Lordly Taylor? You don't think. Yes, now get up, Nick. It was stolen by Mask de Mask. Our most valuable treasure. The Kurain sacred urn was stolen. What? Refresh my memory a little. What's this sacred urn? It's only the most important treasure in Kurain village, that's all. Look, it's right there on the poster. Don't you remember what's inside? The urn contains a very important soul. Namely, the soul of Mystic Amy Faye, the founder of the Kurain channeling technique. Right, Pearly? Ah, yes, that's right. Hold up. I thought that urn had the name Amy written on it. Now it says, I am. Any idea how that happened, Pearly? Huh? Well, teehee, there are some things best left unsolved, wouldn't you say, Mr. Nick? She broke it, in case nobody remembers. She tried to put it together herself. That's right. 1 year ago, there was a murder. Oh, I guess he's gonna tell us. There was a murder in Kurain Village, Maya's hometown. The sacred urn, it turned out to be an important clue in that case. Oh, they're not gonna tell us, okay. Okay, the toilet is shinier than the judge's head, so let's see what's next. What's wrong with you, Nick? What do you mean? What do you mean, what do I mean? Mr. Nick! Your beloved Mystic Maya's treasure has been stolen! Doesn't it even bother you? But I thought the urn was the village's treasure, so I don't see how... The village is Mystic Maya. She's the future master of Kurain Village of Channeling. You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Nick. I won't let you say you don't. Okay, I do. So what am I supposed to do about it? Isn't it obvious? Go and find the bad guy who did this. Yeah, and get the sacred urn back. But I'm not a detective, I'm a lawyer. That has nothing to do with this. If you're a real gentleman, you would find it for your beloved Mystic Maya. Man, oh man. There's no winning against Pearl's fairy tale image of love. So what's the name of this bad guy again? Mask to Mask, Nick! Make a note of it! Mask to Mask! Oh, it was terrible. I was arrested and everything. 1 year ago, the murder in Kurain Village. The man was killed during one of Maya's spirit channelings, and this urn wound up being the key piece of evidence that proved her innocence. Mr. Nick? Would you mind not telling Mystic Maya about that? You promised, remember? You said you wouldn't tell anyone I broke the urn. Oh yeah, that's right. Now I remember. This urn used to say Amy on it. Yeah, I guess it does tell us that she broke it. Until Pearls accidentally broke it into a million pieces. She tried to secretly fix it. Let's just say it didn't work out so well. Sorry, I'm not so good at arts and crafts, spelling either. Anyway, this is how her gluing project turned out. She put the pieces together wrong, and now instead of Amy, it says I am. I can't believe no one's noticed this until now, a whole year later. I can't believe it myself. How's Charlie doing? Charlie, a quite decorative plant. When she was alive, Mia really loved it. She even went so far as to make it our mascot. It must be nice to be a plant, being able to just sit in the sun and photosynthesize. Hey, Nick, no time for daydreaming. That's right, Mr. Nick, no time for daydreaming. Oh man. Until I find that urn, they're not going to give me a second of peace. An old movie poster. Apparently this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it a long time ago. Maya watched it recently and she said she cried all night too. Which I guess is why it's back up on the wall. I'll have to check it out one of these days. I wish I could tell what it was. I want to watch it. Difficult looking legal books stand in a formidable row. They mock me. Actually, I've neglected them for so long that they're covered in a layer of dust. Maybe I should actually try reading them once in a while. Hey, Nick, this is no time for reading. Yes, Mr. Nick, you can always read later. I guess I won't be getting any peace and quiet to even read until I find that urn. There's a giant building just outside the window. It's the Gatewater Hotel, a high-class luxury hotel. The chain is getting so rich that they bought a whole chunk of the next town over. What? And started building a huge theme park? It's going to be called Gatewater Land? And to think that 2 years ago it was just a little hotel for businessmen. Well then. I guess we made it famous. I don't know where she wants me to go. Or do. I'm October 12th, Lordly Taylor, Main Exhibition Hall. Right, let's see if we can find some clues that might lead us to the bad guy. But it doesn't look like anything has been disturbed. Yeah, it looks pretty much the same as it did last night. Bad guy, huh? Hey, you can't poke around here, pal. Wait a minute, that voice. Oh no, not him again. It's you! And I'm the one who should be saying not again. You know, I think this is the first case that's not about murder. It's a thief. Why is it that every time something bad happens, you always show up, pal? I should be asking you that. Aren't there any other detectives? No, I should be asking you that. What are you doing hanging around here? Hey, I asked you first. Why are you here? I'm just going back and forth. Alright, we got it. Why don't you two kiss and make up already? Hello, it's been a long time, Mr. Scruffy Detective. Oh, it's you, little missy. You wanna touch my gun? Actually, my name is Gumshoe. Detective Dick Gumshoe. Now's a good chance for you to try to remember it right. And if it's too long for you, you can just call him Dick. We all do. Okay, it's good to see you again, Mr. Detective Dick. Yeah, good to see you again too, I guess. What happened? Mr. Detective Dick, can you tell us about what happened? Can I stop saying that? Oh, you're trying to remember my name. Atta girl. It's Gumshoe, okay? Anyway, the thief stole something called the Sacred Urn. I know about that. Oh, well, the criminal's name is Mask to Mask. I know about that too. Detective, can't you tell us something other than that? Well, I guess I sort of kind of owe you guys in a way. The crime occurred last night at around 1:30 in the morning. How exactly do you know that? We got an emergency call from a guard at the scene of the crime, pal. He said the urn was just stolen. The scene of the crime? You mean here, right? Wrong. That urn was being kept under careful guard in the basement warehouse. Basement warehouse, huh? So who was guarding the basement warehouse? That guy. It's all his fault that the thief got away, pal. He solves one case and gets a swelled head thinking that he's an ace detective. An ace detective? Mask to Mask. Hey, Detective Gumshoe, about this Mask to Mask. Is he famous? What? You're joking, right, Nick? Mask to Mask is the hottest thing since sliced bread. Sometimes he appears as a museum guard. Sometimes he appears as a big brown bear known to surprise unsuspecting victims. But underneath those disguises is the true Mask to Mask. So he's become some kind of master disguise, huh? And he only goes after the finest works of art, pal. Last night was his 5th heist. If Lordly Taylor had only cooperated, I could have caught him this time. What? Did he knew he was planning on stealing the Sacred Urn? Of course I did. The guy always sends his calling card before he steals something. Gee, this so sounds like Persona 5. I need to stop playing Persona 5. Everything reminds me of it. Calling card, huh? They mentioned that on TV. So why do you call him an ace detective anyway? That's what he calls himself, pal. I didn't make it up. So, what's he like? Well, like I told you, Mask to Mask has made 5 heists so far. On the 4th heist, Mr. Ace Detective managed to get the stolen treasure back. Wow, that is impressive. All by himself? Yeah, I gotta admit it, pal. Maybe he really is as good as he says. Every time the thief sends one of his calling cards, we send our men on a stakeout. But none of us has ever gotten so much as a glimpse of the guy. But Mr. Ace Detective was able to retrieve the stolen treasure from the thief. Anyway, he's at the scene of the crime right now, looking for clues. So he's down in the basement warehouse? Huh? Calling card. So what's this calling card? Here it is. But don't show it to anyone. It's top secret, okay, pal? What's the mark on the front? That's Mask Damask's signature emblem, pal. You could say it's his mark. All of his calling cards have got it on them. I can't talk. They didn't mention that in the news flash. We're withholding that detail from the public for operational reasons. The only way we can tell if a calling card is real or not is by this emblem. That makes sense. When you get famous, there are always imitators. Let's look at it. Oh, I can look at it. Sent before heist emblem is top secret. Touch the check. To the security at Lordly Taylor, I will be coming to purloin the most priceless work of art on display in your Treasures of Kurain exhibit. Take good care of the speckled urn, won't you? Yours truly, Mask Damask. Mr. Nick, if you work a little harder, maybe you can have your own copycat someday. Well, it does happen someday. I think it may even be this game or the next one. Thanks, I guess. Okay, I think that's the same as before. Oh wait, we gotta show him something real quick. Here, take a look at my attorney's badge. Are you still showing that cheap little thing off? A real man keeps his mouth shut and carries a suave police badge, pal. October 12th, Lordly Taylor Basement Warehouse. No matter how many times we come here, this place always gives me the chills. That's probably because it's air-conditioned, to protect the art pieces, you know. Welcome to my private little banquet of chaos? Huh? What the heck does that mean? Ugh. I'm afraid I have very little to offer, but please, make yourself at home. Who are you, anyway? Shh! Silence! Ugh! Hehehehehehe, now I see. It's all becoming clear. What do you see? Zvari! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. Ugh. A lawyer and a spirit medium, neither very advanced at their trade. Am I wrong? Yikes! That's scary. How did you know that? How, you say? The universal skeptic would say that how is nothing but a question of why. I'm a traveler of both time and space, and a swimmer of dreams. Are you the doctor or something? Doctor who? What is he talking about? I can't make heads or tails of it. Without further ado, let me fulfill what should be the first duty of any gentleman, and introduce myself. The name is Atme. Look at me. It's supposed to be like, look at me. Look at me. Ace Detective. Oh, hi. Don't let me intimidate you, Nick. Don't let him intimidate you, Nick. Stand up and show him what you're made of. The name's Wright. Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney. I'm Maya Fey, Ace Spirit Medium. And I'm, Pearl Fey. I'm Mystic Maya's cousin and, Spirit Medium Ace Apprentice. Excellent. Well then, shall we begin our little game? Game? Why does the phrase one short of a baker's dozen come to mind with this guy? I don't want to talk to this guy. So are you really as famous as you say? Of course! For a lawyer, you have a rather shocking lack of knowledge about the world. I had no idea anyone was left in this city that had not heard of me. Look at me! I am Mask Damask's arch enemy, the ace detective. Look at me. At me? At me. At this moment, there are two mighty figures which loom large over this grand city. One embodies the nefarious forces of darkness, the other, the angelic cherubs of light. Boy, now I'm really lost. What is he saying, Nick? I've been personally on the heels of this villain since his first crime. After learning this criminal's patterns, I've thwarted his very latest loathsome larceny. Gosh. I even returned the target of his tyranny, a portrait of Nijina, to the crime scene. And I did it all by myself. I took it back from Mask Damask. With my brawny mind and my brilliant muscles. Okay. Yeah, they mentioned it on the news in the Great People of the Town segment. They said that the museum gave you an incredible jewel as a reward. Well, compared to the treasure that I retrieved for them, it's not much. So, in the end, the only thing that makes you great is your own self-praise. Bow. Oh, tell us what you know about Mask Damask, and keep it simple, please. Like about how I have devoted my life to thwarting his dastardly deeds? Last night, here in the bowels of this store, we were locked in a most glorious battle. I see. Huh? Hang on a second. You were here last night? Here in Lordly Taylor? Naturally! Wherever Damask goes, you will find Atme laying his elegant traps. Elegant traps? More like Damask out-eleganced you and made a beautiful getaway. But this time, I allowed him to escape with the illusion of victory. I wonder if I should ask him about what happened last night in more detail. Ugh, can I stop talking to him, please? Can you tell us exactly what happened here last night? But of course! After all, I always say there should be no secrets between aces. Flattery will get you nowhere, Pinocchio. I first received the request for my services 20 days ago. And it was 10 days ago that we received Mask Damask's calling card. Huh? You were hired before the calling card even arrived? Yes. You see, the person who hired me is quite rigorous and thorough. That's Adrian for you. A mere 10 days after hiring me, her worst premonitions were realized. A calling card arrived, right? Yes! So Ace Detective that I am, I set a trap for the thief right in the warehouse. And waited for him. Alone. Alone? But why? Why didn't you go to the police for help? Ridiculous. Ridiculosity. Why would I seek help from such a singularly useless group of nincompoops? You got a lot of nerve. After all, it was you that let Damask get away. I always operate alone and concealed, out of the sight of others. Corn-sealed? Precisely! Even the guards on duty here were unaware of my presence. To fool your enemies, first you must fool your friends. It's my own original proverb. Anyway, back to what happened last night. As I was saying, I hid here in the warehouse and waited for the thief to arrive. But I swear to you, not a solitary soul came through that entrance. Nevertheless, the sacred urn disappeared. But that's impossible! How could it just disappear? How, you ask? Don't be ridiculous, Sir Lawyer. Excuse me. If I knew the answer to that question, I wouldn't be here. For someone who seriously messed up his own stakeout, he's rather full of himself. So you're saying that even though no one came through those doors last night, our precious urn still somehow vanished under your nose? That's just not possible. Tisk, Sir Lawyer, please refrain from such crude behavior. Huh? What do you mean? This criminal is an artist. The crime scene is the canvas upon which he paints. Only I, Ace Detective Atme, have an eye which is educated enough to read the signs. Could you translate that for me, Nick? I think he pretty much said don't touch anything, amateurs. If there's something you wish to know about, you have but to ask Atme. I know everything there is to know about my rival, Mask to Mask. What do I do now? Does he have any top secret information? Stuff that only a real crime buff would know? I'll think about what to ask while I listen to what Mr. Ace Detective has to say. Can I not look at anything? Okay, I guess not. Gosh, this is such a long dialogue for telling me that I can't look at anything. Do I have to talk to him again? Okay. I guess we'll go back to Gumshoe? I don't know. Hold on, we gotta show him something first. I'm sorry I can't be more helpful, but I have no interest save that of finding evidence against my arch-rival. That's okay, Nick is just a bit of a piddling evidence hog. That's his defense style. A piddling evidence hog? In that case, I'd simply be wasting my breath. Yeah, I guess you're right. Thanks, Maya. Why couldn't you have said I was a rival and not a piddling evidence hog? Well, I don't know what to do now. Maybe there's something specific I have to look at. What do I do? I've already asked you everything. Maybe I just start showing him stuff. Whoops. Master Max's calling card. It's got his emblem painted on it, right? Quite impressive. But I would expect nothing less from my arch-rival. Hey Evan, how are you doing? I'm impressed. I'm surprised to see you in possession of such a top-secret piece of information. Well, we've got an ace lawyer, an ace spirit medium, and an ace cousin apprentice here. Yes, indeed. I think I could learn to like you, my fellow ace professionals. I don't know if I really want this guy to like us. Ever. Well, Sir Lawyer? I've been told that you two are pursuing the mysterious thief. Well, I'm not sure I would say that. That's right! We're going to find the sacred urn no matter what we have to do. You're doing bad? Aw, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I hope it gets better. I'm doing okay. I've got an itch. Like a bitch. Excellent! I will trust you. I permit you to take a look around while I investigate elsewhere. Oh, now we can look around. If perchance you should discover something of value, return then to my office. To my office of earthly delights? The Atme Detective Agency. What? The Office of Earthly Delights? Well then, Sir Lawyer, if you'll excuse me, I have much to do. Okay. Wait a minute. He's gone? I don't like the idea of doing this guy's work for him. Come on, Nick. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. Let's hurry up and investigate before he changes his mind. I'm gonna go to his office too. Take me with you, okay? No. Alright, now we can look around. That pathetic looking wooden box. What? Ah! That's the box that had the sacred urn in it. Don't touch it. There may be clues to the thief's identity on there. Grr. I worked so hard to make that box. Huh? You made that poor excuse of a box? What's that supposed to mean? That urn has always been on its stand in the winding way of Fey Manor. So there was no box suitable for it, Mr. Nick. And I was so proud of it. Sniffle, sniffle. Poor Maya. Maybe it'd have been better if Master Mask had taken the box too. Your dog broke your $300 launch pad. Got 50 on a math test. I don't know how that happened. I'm phenomenal when it comes to math. Huh. Well, that sucks. When I had started algebra in high school, I think I was in 9th grade, I always did so terrible on my homework, but when I took the tests, I would get 80s and 90s. I don't know what happened. I don't know why my homework was always so awful. And then when I took the end of course exam, not the final exam, but some weird end of course exam. If you like got a 90 or higher, you could be exempt from the final. But I ended up getting like a 96. I haven't a clue what was wrong with my homework. It is weird. I'm just a good test taker, I guess. It looks like a part of a big signboard. Oh, okay. We saw this spaghetti, even though it doesn't look like spaghetti. Wow, this is awesome! What did Miss Andrews say it was called again? Shichishito. It's literally 7-branch sword in Japanese. Or so says Miss Andrews. Whoa, it's pretty heavy. One hit 7 times the fun? Pretty catchy, huh? I bet it'd sell like hotcakes. There's something about it that bothers me. Wow, you're really firing on all cylinders today, Pearly. This sword, wasn't Mystic Amy holding it last night? Ah! And another thing. The sword wasn't bent last night like it is now. You're right! Awesome, Pearly! I wouldn't expect any less from a little ace apprentice. You have to save up again, but good thing you have a part-time job. A launch pad? What is that? I don't think I know what that is. I'm not hip with the youngsters these days. I have no idea. Like, a launch pad to me means like a bottle rocket launcher thing or something. That's what I think of, like something that you launch rockets from. I don't know. Toy rockets. It's something we used to do when we were little. We used to build model rockets and send them off into space. Not really space, but they'd fly up a little bit and float back down. If the parachute worked. It didn't always work. It's bent, so that must mean last night someone used it somehow. Ah, I just thought of something. Maybe Detective Atme smashed mask to mask with it. Like this! Youch! What the heck? What do you think, Pearly? I think it's even more bent than it was before. Oh man, my head. My hair! Shichishito added to the court record. Look what you did, Nick! You spilled paint over here. I didn't do that! Well, it wasn't here last night. I would have noticed a color this outrageous. But this paint has already dried up. Well then, you should have cleaned it up before it dried, Nick. Paint doesn't dry that fast. Besides, I told you it wasn't me. It looks like it's been several days since it was spilt. Hey, look at this. What is it? There's some kind of shape left in the bottom left side of this stain. Huh? You're right. I wonder what it could be. I think it's the box. This pathetic looking box over here. I wonder if they'll make the connection if I look at it again. I doubt it. The statue of Mystic Amy is so cool! I want a gold statue of myself. We could put it in the office. What? Hey, it's Wright and Co. How about a gold statue of me? Mr. Nick, I'm sorry, but I noticed something strange. Huh? What is it, Pearls? The statue of Mystic Amy. Was this where it was last night? Ah! I'm pretty sure it was closer to the door. Yeah, I think you're right. Great job, Pearly. I wouldn't expect anything less from my ace cousin. So the statue was moved on the night of the crime. It's a device you hook up to your computer, load up a song, and there are squares, and when you press a certain square, it plays a part of the song. It's mostly used for EDM music, but anything for it, you're really good at it. Oh! Oh, well, that's cool. Well, it's cool, but it sucks that it's broke. I'm sorry. I think I would be super pissed if someone broke my drawing tablet. Whoops! We already saw this. A security camera? Go stand in front of the door and it'll snap your photo! Should I smile? No, it's for criminals. Make a scary face like this! I had this here. Don't touch it, or okay. Yeah, we saw this already. Am I Phoenix now? Yes, we are playing as Phoenix. A flashy thief who steals valuable works of art sends a calling card before a heist. Me! What more can I say? This is my third year as a young but skilled lawyer. Well, I think that's all I can look at. Oh my god. October 12th, Acme Detective Agency. Look at that Victrola. This is a detective agency. Looks more like a set of some B-grade horror movie. Hello? Is anyone here? It looks like nobody's home. What a waste of time. Why are we in this house? They make a cheap one for $50 to $100, but being stubborn old me saved up. Of course it breaks. Oh, I'm so sorry. Hey, I know. Let's take that framed picture back with us as a memento. What? Don't you dare, Maya. Guess we'll have to try back later. What a creepy painting. It's like he's looking right at me. Maybe we should put up a big portrait of you in the office. I can even paint it for you. Maybe you can pose while cleaning the toilet. I think I'd prefer something a bit more dignified. Hey Nick, what's this thing here? It's called a gramophone. In the old days, people used them to listen to music. You can't be serious. We actually have something like that? Oh no. No, it wasn't a gramophone. It was actually something else. It was a Victrola, is what I said earlier. It didn't play records. It played little tar cylinders. I think it's probably for purifying the air or something. I'll bet you 50 cents. Come on, what do you say? Forget it. You never pay up when you lose. Whoa, it's a huge hearth. That's a fireplace. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. I don't know why they call Phoenix Wright Nick. That's just what they call him. They call him Nick. It's Phoenix. They never ever explain why they called him Nick. In the very first game, when you're doing the trial with Larry Butts, he calls you Nick, but nobody ever... They're like, why did he call you Nick? And he's just never explains it. I don't know. This one impressive bookshelf filled with some very impressive books. My Life as an Ace Detective, Unabridged Edition by Luke Atme, Ace Detective. Hey, he's even got one of those ships in a bottle thingies. Ah, would you look at that? There's a little Luke Atme doll at the helm. How cute! There's a microscope here too. I wonder if he was researching something. I don't know. It might be his middle name. It could be. I don't know. The glass slides have different names on them. This one says Atme virus. This guy is just dying to make a name for himself, huh? It's getting kind of irritating, actually. The desk is literally covered with all sorts of chemistry equipment. Oh, I just love chemistry. Say, Nick, I bet you didn't know this, but water is made up of carbon and hydrogen. No, it's not. No, not carbon. Oxygen. Oxygen and hydrogen. Oh, well, there are always alternative theories, I guess. If by alternative theories you mean the ones you make up inside that head of yours. I think that's everything. There's some commemorative plates. Do those have his face on them? Okay, you do that research. I've never really looked it up. I should have. Well, what do I do? I told you guys these games got harder. I haven't a clue what I'm supposed to do. Gonna go into the... Maybe I show him some stuff. Hold it! You missed the start of a more... Yeah, you missed it a little bit, but I mean, nothing's really happened. There's been someone stole something. For once, nobody died. We've got to get it back. Didn't get much sleep last night. My brain's not really working. Somehow I don't think sleep would really fix the problem. Hey, keep it down. You might really have good hearing for all you know. It might get mad if you heard. I can hear everything you were saying, pal. What do I do? To be honest, pal, there's something that bugs me. What's that? All the other items that were stolen by Mask the Mask were ones even I had heard of. They were all world-famous treasures. The Tear of Emanon or the Crown of Bongora? The Sacred Art of Kurain is famous too! Right, Pearly? Of course! Everyone in Kurain Village knows about it. Let's see. Didn't you say something about playing as Dracula in the next game? No, I looked it up, and I told you guys it was the 5th one. There's another Phoenix Wright game after this one, and then And then it's the ace detectives or whatever. Ace investigator. You obviously weren't listening. I'm kidding. I thought it was the third one, but it's the fifth one. Sounds like we got an unpredictable thief on our hands. I've been on this guy's tail ever since his first heist, pal. Yeah, you're doing a really good job, I can see. Oof. Listen, pal, if you want to jump high, first you gotta crouch down, right? I'm a little frustrated now, but it'll make it that much sweeter when I catch him. Anyway, that's what I keep telling myself every day. Well, good luck, Mr. Detective Dick. I believe in you. Oh, ain't you sweet. You're the only one that's ever said that. The only one? That's kinda sad if you think about it. What about this person? Sorry, pal. I didn't get much sleep last night over in, What the fuck do I do? You get Mark Hamill to voice him like the Joker. Like, who? Luke? Or what? I don't know who you're talking about. The mask will mask the mask. When you see what he really looks like, you won't be saying that. He does not look at all like someone that should be voiced by with the Joker voice by Mark Hamill. Can we look at the computer? Hey, Pearly, do you know what this is? It's a computer! A computer? Oh, I've heard of those. It has such a cute name. It looks like this computer is for storing the data from the security camera. When someone comes in or out of the warehouse, the camera takes a photo of them. It's probably the trap that the detective set up. Let's see if we can find last night's data on this thing. We might even find a photo of Mask the Mask! Let's see here. Man, I really stink at working these things. What's wrong, Mr. Nick? You're sweating an awful lot. I don't know how to pull up the photos. I had no idea you were so pathetic with high-tech stuff, Nick. Yeah, well, I managed to print out the camera data anyway. I guess you have to learn to crawl before you can walk, right, Nick? Yeah, sure. Anyway, it looks like the camera only went off once last night. Alright, maybe that's what I needed. Let's look at this. The warehouse camera went off once at around 1 AM on the night of the crime. Okay. Welcome back, Evan! What is the answer? I have to know. Oh. What? That's a terrible answer. Oh, Nick, your cell phone's ringing. Beep. I keep thinking it's my phone. Hello, Phoenix Wright here. Oh ho 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 ho! It's me, Gumshoe. Gumshoe? What is it? What's so funny? I'll tell you what's funny. I finally beat him. I beat Mr. Ace Detective. Finally, this underdog is the alpha dog today that stuck-up detectives met his match. Yep, I finally caught him. Lock, stock, and barrel. There's no escape for him. You caught him? Are you saying... you captured Mask to Mask? It It's the only thing you can find. I mean, it makes sense, I guess? I don't know. Sort of, if you use your imagination. Bingo! Well, actually, he surrendered, but I still got him. The mask surrendered? That's great! So when can we come and pick up the sacred urn? Well, you see, I was gonna tell you. No, they've called him Nick since the very first game. I just never knew why. They never explained why they call him Nick. What? Something wrong? Do you think you can swing by the detention center sometime? Detention center? He wants to talk to you. Mask to mask, that is. What? He wants to talk to Nick? I'll be waiting for you, pal. So get over here soon. Beep. The detention center, huh? Do I have to go home first? October 12th, detention center visitors room. Hey pal, welcome to the detention center. You're sure in a happy mood, aren't you? Yep. After all, we got masked to right. But so where's the sacred urn? Oh, sorry about that, pal. I guess I didn't really think about it before. But you're the victim in this case. Huh? Well, I guess I should let you guys hear the story straight from the horse's mouth. You know, he's right, Nick. He is. If you think about it real hard, we are the victims. Well, I guess so, in a way. I'm so used to thinking of the victim as a dead person, because we're always on a murder case. Sounds like a good short name to me. Makes a lot more sense than calling a Richard a dick. Yeah, that's true. But anyway, I have to get the sacred urn back. Please, don't just ignore me. Who are you? I'm the mask. Okay? Yeah, this guy does not look like he should be voiced by the Joker. But Mark Hamill's Joker. Hey Nick, doesn't he look kind of, well, gangly? I'm Ron Delight, the famous Mask to Mask. I don't think this guy could punch his way out of a wet paper bag. Smile, you're on candid camera. This guard monitors the visitors room. He looks nervous being this close to an alleged thief. They always have a different description for that guy. Talk. Mask to mask. So, you're the mask to mask guy? Yes! You bet! No, that's wrong. You see, it's complicated. Sort of yes and sort of no. If you know what I mean. What's wrong? Well, when I say wrong, what I really mean to say is that it's not right, per se. You see, it's not spelled mask to mask, it's actually mask to mask. With the star. You have to have the star. What's with this guy? Well, he's a timid little weakling, we know that much. Expectations. This is why you just got to come out and show everyone who you are right at the start. Don't do that! Don't look at me like that! I don't need your pity! And a major crybaby, too. So, why did you give yourself up? Well, you see, it's because, well, I know why. It's because you stole such a priceless treasure. And now you're overwhelmed with guilt. Am I right? Priceless treasure? That broken old urn? I have a little favor to ask. Yes? What is it? Could you go and talk to Desi? Desi? Look, we really want our urn back, so where is it? I'm sorry, I'll give it back. I really will. Maybe not. No, I can't. I can't make promises I can't keep. I'll just end up hurting people. Mr. Nick? I couldn't hear what he just said, especially that last part. Mr. Damask, do you think you could speak up a little? Yes, sir. I will. I promise. Maybe not. You see, I'm already speaking in my normal voice, so I really can't do anything. Mr. Damask? How about the urn? Oh, yes, the urn. Right away. Actually, no. I wouldn't mind telling you, but actually I'm afraid you wouldn't believe me. Enough already, just tell it to us straight. Please, please don't yell at me. Huff, huff, huff. I'm sorry. That urn, I lost it. What? Whoa, what? What did you just say? Did you say you lost it? Yes, no. Maybe so. I mean, yes, I lost it! What do you mean? Well, you know, I lost it. Like I said, these things just happen. You're on the train and you get distracted and you forget your bag, you know? What? You forgot your sacred urn on a you forgot our sacred urn on a train? Wait a minute. You went on the train dressed like that? No, I was just speaking hypothetically, that's all. Anyway, I'm sorry! I just lost it somewhere, I don't know where. This guy's story is more surreal than a dolly painting. Are you really sure this creep is Mask to Mask? Maya, don't call him a creep. Although I do have to admit, I understand your doubts about this guy. Desi. So who is this Desi person? Please, don't talk about my wife like that. I guess she must be his wife. Huff, huff, huff. I'm sorry. The truth is, it was my wife that told me to have you all come here. Do you think you could go visit her at my hideout? Maybe not the Joker, but what about another Star Wars member? Those are the hair buns of Carrie Fisher. Yes, I know. Hideout? Mr. Nick, what does he mean by hideout? Oh, sorry. Naturally, I mean to say my secret base. Secret base? Well, my apartment, actually. Palazzo Pelpepe, 3rd floor. Let's go have a look. Nick to Damask's hideout. Something tells me she just likes the sound of the word hideout. Can I show you stuff? Oh, what do you think about this? I don't really think I can help you with that. No, that's not it. Well, the thing is, I don't really know if I can say one way or the other. I didn't really catch that. Don't worry, you didn't miss anything. Oh! That's my Master Max's calling card! Help me, Ace Attorney, you're my only hope! Pretty nice looking, huh? He looks so happy. I'm not very good at writing, you see. So I bought a book called How to Write Business Letters and studied hard. Well, I guess you could call thievery a type of business. He doesn't know anything about it. I'm really sorry it caused so much trouble. If you're so sorry, then you shouldn't have stolen it in the first place. But the only thing I did wrong was lose it. That's not right. I was wrong either way. I'm sure the owners of the other treasures feel the same. He sure seems sorry. Who would have imagined that such a famous thief would have such a pure heart? Alright, let's go to his hideout. For the hideout! Whoa. October 12th, Mask to Mask's hideout. Wow, check this place out. Do they just walk into people's rooms? I don't know if you see that. Oh my gosh, it's the it's the space outfit from the last game. That Windy Old Bag wore. It's got the helmet. I can't really show you because I don't have the cursor showing. There's the helmet and the chest thingy on the dresser, on top of the dresser, and right behind her shoulder. I don't know. Her left shoulder. Anyway. No doubt about it, this is Mask to Mask's hideout, alright. Who is it? Is that you, Ronnie? Huh? Who are you people? Are you Desiree Delight? That's right, I'm Desiree. Ah! Oh, you must be the lawyer. And the victim. Yeah, that's us. Your husband told us that you wanted us to stop by. I'm Maya Fey, and this is Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Nick Boy and Maya, huh? I can't tell you how grateful I am that you decided to help my Ronnie. Well, you're welcome. Did she really call me Nicky Boy? Don't talk about the old bag when we've got Boob Lady in red. Okay. About your husband. Hehe, isn't he the cutest? A bit weak sometimes, though. A bit? By the way, did you know they mentioned Maya on TV? Huh? Really? They said you own the urn and that you're doing some shady training at a law office now. What? Remind me not to watch that channel's news program. After I saw that, I thought it might be a good idea to meet the lawyer they mentioned. I see. My Ronnie. He has a powerful imagination and gets deluded easily. He kept insisting he was going to surrender to the police. I didn't know what to do. It was me! I stole that urn, he kept saying, as if it was even possible. Huh? But are you saying he didn't? Ha ha ha, of course he didn't. Why would my Ronnie ever do something like that? So she doesn't even know that he's a thief? Well, you know, it's a priceless treasure, and he's, you know... Is it possible his own wife doesn't know his secret identity? Me? I'm the kind of woman that needs excitement in her life. Oh, excitement, huh? Yes, I'm at my happiest when I'm racing along with my bike going at full throttle. Riding a motorcycle is like putting your life on the line, you know what I mean? Yes. Well, I think that depends on how you ride it. I'm the type that can't stand living a boring, dreary old life with no action. No offense, but your husband Ron doesn't exactly look like a risk-taking type himself. You're right about that. He's definitely not one for thrills and danger. But I do have to say that he makes up for it in other ways. Other ways? Yes, money. Ronnie is incredibly rich and super generous. He bought me a bike that's so fast it would make your head spin. And shopping? I like to shop so much it makes Ron's head spin. Oh my god. The other day it actually happened. His head actually started to spin. Man, talk about a high-maintenance wife. So where does Mr. Delight get all this money from? Ronnie is a security guard. They put their lives on the line, right? So they get paid tons of money in return. Tons of it! He's a security guard? I think it's my turn for my head to spin. The night of the crime. Can you tell us about what happened last night? She's all of your girlfriends. What time did that incident take place again? What time was it again, Maya? Well, according to Detective Gumshoe, it was around 1:30 in the morning. Ah, last night was horrible. I got pulled over. Pulled over? Yes, I always do my best flying at night. Flying? You're talking about your motorcycle, right? Yes. Anyway, last night I got pulled over by a policeman. I can't believe he caught up to me. It was a great chase, let me tell you. When he finally caught me, the poor man was as white as a sheet. It was about 3 in the morning when I finally got home. Sounds like she's got an airtight alibi. Well, what about Mr. Delight? I don't really know. We weren't together at that time of the night. But when I got home, he was already fast asleep. So basically, he's got no alibi. Alright. Was that my only reason for coming here? I wonder if they'll mention Alden's little bag. This thing looks vaguely familiar. Oh wait, no, it's a fishbowl. Well, an upside down one anyway. I think it's a helmet. An alien helmet. And that looks like a tape recorder or something next to it. I think it's a transceiver. An alien transceiver. Nick, do you think maybe you could act a little like a grown-up for a little bit? Getting lectured by Maya to be more of an adult, that's a new low. Is there anything else cool here? Whoops. It's Mask to Mask! There's a tape recorder hanging from his neck. Let me see that. Click. Ah, I'll be taking this crown now. Better luck next time, gentlemen. I don't get it. What's this supposed to be, Nick? I don't know. There must be some kind of sex toy or something. Is it a plunger? There's a whole bunch of stuff piled up over here. Duck and cover! It's a missile! Do you even know where... do you even know there's dynamite in missiles? They're not heavy enough to be real. Oh wait, they're just really well-made toys. What are these rolls of paper stuck in the trash can? Theft of the Mazarin Stone. The Great Albatross Strategy. Theft of the Immortal Goddess Statue. The Great Knuckle Bomber Strategy? What? Did the police even investigate this place? Nope. Oh, that's so cute! It's called a hot air balloon, you know! Wow! There's no fooling you! I want to make my own balloon now. I'll even let you ride in it, Nick! That emblem on the balloon is supposed to be top secret. That's proof enough that Ron Delight really is Mask to Mask. I'd better not tell Maya. She gets kind of scary when it comes to celebrities. I think that's her giant dildo. Whoops. Okay, yeah, I think this... I don't know what they want me to do here. Should I present to her my badge? Excuse me, but would you take a look at this? Oh, I'm sorry. I haven't the faintest idea. I guess I just don't get out enough. You go out all the time on your motorcycle. Oh, that's so mysterious looking. I love old stuff like this. Really? That's one of our most treasured possessions. There's going to be a whole exhibit at Lordly Taylor with these types of things. Maya looks so happy she's lit up like a 1,000 watt bulb. Terrific! You can count on Ronnie and me to be there. Sounds like fun. Huh? Oh, yeah, ha ha ha. I can't believe that I asked if I should show her the badge. Of course! Oops, looks like that light bulb is starting to flicker. Ooh, that's so mysterious looking. Okay. So what do you know about this? No, you can't show her that, Nick. That emblem is top secret. Don't you remember? It's in the corner of the room. Don't! Oops, sorry about that. But the way she just said top secret was a worse giveaway than what I did. Oh, when I heard the word top secret, it just piques my interest like nothing else. Well, I guess we're done here. Unless we do this, I guess? Miss Delight, you must know, right? About your husband and Mask to Mask? Mask to Mask? Of course! I know all about it! My husband is his biggest fan! Yep. What? Huh? Biggest fan? Yes, and Ronnie can be pretty delusional sometimes. That's how this whole misunderstanding happened. Wait a minute. Did you say delusional? Yes, that's right. I just don't know what I'm going to do with him. You see, Ronnie actually believes that he is Mask to Mask. What? What are you talking about? Should she take a look at this? I'm sorry, no idea. I don't think she would know any of these other people. So, when did Ron first become Mask to Mask? What are you talking about? He's not Mask to Mask. Huh? But wait a second. Look around this room. This place is obviously Mask to Mask's hideout. You should do a small window for a live cam on your desk just to show us your real badge. Oh. I guess I could do that, but that would be kind of weird. It would just be like pointing at my ceiling, I guess. No, you're totally wrong. A real thief's hideout wouldn't look like this. It's because Ronnie is so timid himself that he looks up to heroic figures. Heroic figures, but Mask to Mask is a bad guy. So he's deluded, huh? Could that really be true? Anyway, if he really had stolen the urn, wouldn't he still have it? Well, I suppose so. Then why don't you ask him if he has the urn or not? She has a point. Mr. Delight isn't exactly the criminal type. But something about Ron's behavior bothers me. Maybe it's true. Maybe Mr. Delight isn't Mask to Mask after all. Say, can I ask you something, Nicky boy? What is it? I know I may seem like a bad girl on the outside, but the one thing I won't stand for is illegal activity. I had the feeling you didn't... You're tough, but I can tell you've got a good heart. Somebody framed my poor Ronnie, I just know it. Would you give this to Ronnie for me? A letter? Yes, for Ronnie. I want him to fight back. Miss Delight. Okay, you got it. Just relax and leave it all to us. Desiree's letter added to the court record. Alright, Random Puma's coming home, yay! So I guess that's it for tonight. Let me see if I can save it. No, it's not doing the button. Okay. I'll just do this. Save state. I want to thank you guys for watching my son play Parappa the Rapper and me play Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations or whatever. I think that's what it's called. Anyways, I don't know if I'm gonna stream. I most likely will not stream tomorrow, but I think my son wants to. But if I don't see you guys tomorrow, I will see you on Sunday. I hope you guys have a great weekend if I don't see you. And I'll see you guys next time, so take care, and bye-bye.